Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, The Scorpion Effect. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. So tonight we will be doing a Capricorn Heart versus Heart versus Ego love reading. My bad. Happy New Year to you all out there, all of you Capricorns. Stick around to the end. I will be clarifying all 12 signs just to give a little bit more clarity, okay? So let's get started. And leave me a heart emoji at the end to let me know if you made it to the end of this video. And like up your girl's video, okay? You all are watching the videos. Show your girl some support, okay? So here we go. Now, the heart says, the Emperor here, the heart wants stability, structure, and security. Could be a bit of control here as well. They feel the need to protect and lead the relationship. They have a desire to create a solid foundation with you, but on their terms. This is, I'm the head of the household. I am the leader of this relationship, okay? Their emotions are very disciplined, but they're genuine here. They do value your loyalty, your consistency, and love. They do trust you in that way, but they don't trust you enough to lead the relationship. And I don't like that. I don't think a relationship needs a leader. I feel like you both contribute in your own ways, and if someone in a relationship sees an area of improvement, it doesn't matter what your gender are, whatever. If you make a decision and it makes sense, you should be able to make that decision. You shouldn't have to get someone's permission to do that. So this person is going to be very rigid in love. Okay, but you're not oblivious to that, Capricorn. You know this by now. You could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with someone older than you. Don't have to be older than you. But this is someone stuck in their ways here. And this is someone who defines love by structure, not necessarily acts of kindness or love here. Their version of love is more about structure, control, and stability than it is being thoughtful and caring and emotionally intelligent here. Something to think about, Capricorn, if that's what you really want. But again, this is not new. You know this person. I'm hearing 11 years someone has been together here. 9 years for some of you. 19 years. A lot of nines. Because I also hear 29 as well, which is crazy. 22 years. 16 years. So a lot of you have been dealing with this energy for a long time here. Now, the ego is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Okay, the ego feels insecure and codependent here. So even though they show up emotionally stable and rational here, this energy can be a gaslighting energy as well, because they may think emotions are erratic when they're not. Emotions are very valid. Okay, if emotions were not valid and they are erratic, but not all the time, they hold weight because it's how you feel, right? Sorry, y'all. I'm still getting over the flu, so you have to bear with me, okay? I don't know what super flu is going around, but I've never had a flu like this before, so y'all be careful out there. But anyway, this Nine of Pentacles reverse, they lack confidence in independence or self-sufficiency, but they want control. They want control. Usually the person who wants the power and control usually are the most insecure and most codependent here. I do feel like you uphold a lot in this relationship. You take care of all the fundamental things, and they don't see the value in that because you take care of it here. This is also someone maybe comparing the relationship to other people's relationship and feeling like it's not where it's supposed to be. They're not fully ready to invest here because they know they don't have all their ducks in a row to be this head of the household provider, make all the decisions. They talk a good game, but they don't have all the resources to make that happen. And I do feel like you've challenged them. You're like, okay, if you want to do that, you want to take over, then pay all the bills. I do feel like here, Capricorn, you challenge them in that way, because Capricorns aren't pushovers. They're going to challenge you. They're going to put a mirror up to your face to show you your hypocrisy and how ridiculous you are. Okay, they will show you how ridiculous you are. I have a mother who is a Capricorn. Trust me, I have lots of aunts and uncles. I know more Capricorns than any other sign. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of fear here that they won't be able to measure up or provide, but they're not showing that. They're still coming up as big and bad, but you know better here. Okay, now their actions towards you are still going to be unstable. It's still going to be off balance. It's still going to be a rushed energy here. This is them wanting things on their terms, how they want it done. This is someone who's still clinging on to control here, Capricorn. They're struggling to find harmony between the heart and the ego because they want control. They don't realize that them wanting control and not expressing their feelings properly has caused this imbalance here. Okay, this person is always trying to act like they're right all the time. Okay, and sometimes they create this tension for no reason, all because they want to be right, or they want to be a contrarian. They want to go against the grain. They may try to move forward, but it will not be smooth because a lot of patience is required here. And it's gotten to a point where you don't have patience with them anymore. And I feel like they've never had the type of patience they've needed to get through the hard times in this connection. Now for you here, Capricorn, you're being guided right now. Your energy is awakening. It's a call to action here. There's a reckoning happening with you, okay? You are realizing past mistakes with this, where you've been complicit. They feel entitled because I feel like you've taken care of things for so long, or you just tried to keep things together for so long that things have gotten complicit. Don't get me wrong, you defend yourself, you stand up for yourself, but you've gotten lost in this. You at one point you've gotten lost in this. You are realizing a lot of lessons from your past, okay? You are choosing to make a decision here. You're not sitting around waiting for them to tell you what to do or how to run this relationship when they don't even have the resources, the money, the emotional intelligence. They don't have any of that to sustain this relationship properly, because you are still missing a lot of crucial things in this relationship. You're missing the emotional intelligence. You're missing an equal contribution here. You don't feel like they're a problem solver, a good problem solver. You feel like they would rather cause imbalance than help solve the issues. They would rather keep you in limbo and confusion than to give you a straight answer. And you are seeing things for what they are, and you're being guided here with the Judgment card. Remember, the Judgment is a major arcana here, along with the Emperor and Temperance here. You got 3 of them. Whenever you see any majors, you need to listen. This is Spirit telling you to wake up. You can do better. This is a wake-up call. You've seen something for what it is. Stop pretending. But this is also you trying to get your ducks in a row here. And Spirit is saying you are being guided, Capricorn. So don't think you're by yourself, okay? It's time to step in your truth. Take responsibility, accountability for your role you played here. And it's time to start healing. It's time to start putting your ducks in a row and moving on, okay? Because look here, bottom of the deck. See, it's still going to be a lot of challenges here, right? So bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. There's so much conflict, and it's competition here as well. This person is insecure. I do feel like they know you don't need them. They know if they left, you would still be able to hold this household down or still be able to conquer life without them. And that causes a lot of fights, because this is what's blocking you all too. Them wanting to be in control of this whole dynamic here. Previous arguments or power struggles, they haven't been resolved here. Okay, there's a lot of internal challenges. There's a lot of tension here. There's a struggle for control, and there's a struggle for recognition. They struggle for control. You struggle for recognition here. Because Capricorn, you don't even want control. You're like, I'm not thinking about that. I want to be loved properly. I want to be loved properly. But I feel like this person is like, I'm tired of Capricorn telling me what to do. They telling me I need to love them more. I need to take them out on date nights more. They're not going to tell me what to do. And you're like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm expressing my needs to you, you fool. And I feel like that's what you're going through with this. And this person is very competitive toward you. They would rather compete with you than to work in harmony with you. And you are drained by this with the Sun card. They've dimmed your light here. They've drained a little bit of the sun in you. They haven't. It just feels that way. Capricorn, I promise you, the moment you step into this judgment energy and you really fully see things for what it is and you're fully ready, you're no longer going to accept this from them, okay? So my final thoughts on this reading. Their heart wants stability. It wants protection. It wants long-term security and connection, and it wants to be in control. Okay. Now, with the ego, it's insecure. It feels it's lacking independence, and the ego, it knows it's not ready to be the head of household, the provider. It just sounds good. This is what's been drilled in them, but they don't believe they're capable, and you know they aren't capable. They can't hide it from you because you know when the bills get paid, what's lacking and what's not. You know who's paying the bills and who's not. You know who's showing up as a leader and who's not here. They're the delusional ones. Okay, and I do feel like they have an army of people who, egg this on as well. Their actions is still going to be off balance. It's still going to be a tug of war. It's still going to be a struggle for control here. Okay. And they're also struggling with this. They're like, I should take a step back. Maybe I don't have to be the sole provider or the head of household. I can relax and share this partnership with my person. But then they go right back to no, I need to be the leader. But you don't have leadership skills. I'm a firm believer. I've been a manager, supervisor, all that stuff. I've been working since I was 15. By the time I was 19, I had a very serious management position under my belt, and it's been that way ever since. I'm grown now. And I can tell you, not everybody is born or built to be a leader. I have worked with people who did not belong in leadership. They did not belong in leadership. And all they did was cause imbalance and chaos because they had been brainwashed into believing they were leaders, and they were not. A good leader doesn't need to bulldoze their team or their partner. They can share responsibilities, and they should be able to trust their partner to make a executive decision without them there and them not get offended by it. And that's where this is, right? This person isn't meant to be a leader here. Okay. Stick around. We are going to do all signs, and we're going to do all signs with Oracle. Okay. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. I wish it could be more positive. Trust me, y'all. I wish it could be more positive. I had a lady in my comments talk about, how come you don't shuffle on camera? How come you don't pull cards on camera? I do. Number one, if you go back in my readings, I do, but it takes time and is noisy. And she's like, I don't know if I believe your readings. You could be making up anything, pulling any cards. If that's the case, they would be more positive. If I wanted to make up readings, I would make them more positive. I would be like, your person loves you and you guys are going to live happily ever after. But I can't do that, okay? Because that's not what the purpose of this channel is. I wish they could be more positive, but I'm here to collect the energy surrounding my channel. And when I pray, just because I don't pray on camera doesn't mean I don't pray over my cards. I pray over my cards and I ask my guides in the spirit guide, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my gods, my goddesses, the highest divine, my angels who are guiding me. I ask them to give me the clearest messages for whatever sign and whatever energies enter my space. I don't have time to make up readings. Y'all sound dumb in the comments. Not all of you, but I've had a few people come in my comments with that, and it's so disrespectful. Anyway, let me clear my energy. You should always clap your hands after so you can clear that energy. For those of you doubting my spirituality, just because I'm not showing you everything on camera, I don't show all of my crystals here, I don't show all the things I do, doesn't mean I'm not spiritually aligned and I'm not doing this correctly. You have to protect your space. You have to make sure you have the proper tools when you're doing any type of readings. So I would never throw my energy out there and make up stories. It's so bizarre, and I really got offended by that. Again, let me clap to change my energy. Sorry, y'all. Let's get on to the reading. All right, Capricorn, if you are dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries is distant right now. They feel like they're better off. They're not able to see a different perspective right now. They are clearing their head and they're very silent. It's not because they don't love you or care about you, but they have their own stuff to deal with. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they are spying on you. Your intuition is telling you something about this Taurus. Listen to it, okay? You've already seen signs and things. And Capricorns are very, 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 very intuitive people. Listen to your intuition. But they are spying on you. So if you block them on social media or something, they're finding a way to look at you. They're putting together fake accounts, but they are missing you. Don't think that this person not talking to you. No, they're crazy. They're stalking you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, oh man, the Gemini is F-boy energy, F-girl energy. They just want non-committal sex. This is, I want to do what I want to do. I'm not ready to settle down energy, but they're still clinging on you, spying on you. What are you doing to these people, Capricorn? if you're dealing with a Cancer, that wanted to pop out. If you're dealing with the Cancer, there is soulmate energy here. And they are manifesting you back. So if you haven't heard from a Cancer, they want you back. They think about you all the time. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo does want a family. You could be pregnant by a Leo. But the Leo, they did take this situation for granted here. This family situation has made them realize they have a newfound appreciation for this. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo wants peace and friendship. The Virgo is tired of ghosting and running, but Spirit is saying these are habits that's not going to go away. Okay, you need to keep your distance because they may come to you and tell you they want more harmony, more balance, but they're still going to be going in and out. So be careful with this Virgo. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra is your divine masculine. Doesn't matter if man or woman. You feel like you all have a lot in common. They feel home to you with this. But there is going to be shocking news about them. I feel like you're going to find some dark secret. Yeah, and they have a lot of pride. So there's something with them. You don't know everything. They could have secret relationships, secret families, people they seeing on the side. So be careful with that. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio is not in a good place. They could have been going through loss, some type of grief here, but it's left them feeling shallow, empty, bored. They're only coming back, or if they're in your life, they're only in your life to distract them of their grief here, their loss here. Okay, the Scorpio isn't serious. They really shouldn't be in a relationship at all. If you're dealing with a Sag, the Sag is feeling inspired. They feel a new possibilities with you. They want new possibilities. They don't want this to be over. They are under a lot of emotional stress. They're very affected by this breakup or this break, you all. So yeah, the Sag is going through it. They want you back. If you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, they feel broken. They feel shattered. They are hoping their foundation isn't over. You're not talking to them right now. Spirit is saying to make them work for this. Okay, they didn't appreciate the foundation you all had when they broke the foundation. Make them work for it back, okay? Hold their feet to the fire, Capricorn. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius is feeling trapped. The Aquarius is feeling trapped by the distance, but they also feel trapped in the relationship. They need to make up their mind. Spirit is saying, don't take this person back. They need to heal, okay? If you're dealing with a Pisces, The Pisces is exhausted by this, but they will come back and they may love bomb you here. Be careful with this chasing energy. They do only want you, but I do feel like this Pisces needs to heal. I'm not feeling solid, genuine energy here from this Pisces, Cap. Yeah, see, what did I say? I know my intuition. Look, ecstasy. This is the Pisces card here, right? Chasing thrills, excitement, good time. This Pisces does only want you, but they're not done giving up their lifestyle. I'm just letting you know, Capricorn. Those are your messages. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the end. And check out some of my new readings. I have new readings for 2026, y'all. I have a level up reading. It's going to teach you how to level. Well, not teach you, but it's giving you advice on how to level up from Spirit directly. So check it out and let me know. If you get over there and you watch it, leave me a heart emoji over there as well, letting me know you made it to the end. And as always, I appreciate you all and I love you all and thank you for the support. And until your next reading, take care. Bye.